Gauteng province, a key player in the economy of the continent and contributes over 30% to the country's GDP. Gauteng Finance MEC Jacob Mamabolo says the aim of the roundtable is dealing with the challenges worrying businesses wanting to invest in the province. He says some of the challenges worrying investors are crime, the energy issues and logistics, but these issues are being addressed. Mamabolo says the province is prioritizing dealing with red tape at municipalities, and a study has been commissioned to understand what issues to deal with to make doing business easy.
The issue of capacity to fight crime was raised sharply by them. Let me also say to you, when we engage with them, one of the issues they raised was the energy problem. Because of the discussions with them, we immediately said as Gauteng, although it is not our mandate to deal with energy, we immediately put 1.2 billion rands to invest in the energy space. As I'm speaking now, we have a partnership with City Power. Just this month end, we'll be unveiling 100 megawatts into the grid through City Power, which is one of that 1.2 billion rands.
Delegates had that to some extent, legislation also becomes an impediment.
Instead of focusing on business strategy, they have to focus, or they are forced to also pay too much attention to compliance to two major pieces of legislation, which is onerous. If you read the annual report of Transnet or ESCOM, at the opening on the financial statement, it will show you under legislative framework. It will say in compliance with the PFME and the Companies Act. You can imagine if you're an accounting officer, you have to comply with those two pieces of legislation. You are not focused on business solutions. You are always watching your back. Am I complying? That is a challenge. And I think from a legislative point of view, MEC, we're making a call to say our legislatures must look into this issue. I know it can be an academic exercise, but it will unlock a lot of value.
Economist Isaac Matsero says the Gauteng economy is interlinked with the global economy and vulnerable to disruptions in global supply chains. He says if the conflict in the Middle East intensifies, it will have an impact on the Gauteng economy.
It will primarily be through supply chains. I mean, we've already seen the attacks in the Red Sea disrupting global trade, at least shipping, and that has impacted the supply of some goods, as in like the lead times or delivery times are longer. So if we see a full-blown conflict in the very, very important area when it comes to global trade, we could see our economy being impacted by those negative factors.
The CFOs signed a pledge to, among others, strive for inclusive economic growth, transparent financial governance, promoting financial literacy and empowerment initiatives to uplift communities in Gauteng. Gloria Sefakomusi, SABC News, Johannesburg.